I'll check one right now when you sit down. Just make sure not to hit your leg.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
This guy's a dumbass. Last time we were walking, he was like, "No, it'll be really cool. We'll have this thing where like the music will play, and we'll walk into the seat, and it'll look cool." And
what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of TretoWithOutARadio. It just cut you off completely.
I know, man. I was over here telling a story.
No. All right. Let's tell for everyone that didn't watch last week's episode. What happened?
No, I don't want to tell it anymore.
Wow.
Go watch last week's episode now.
Ooh, true. On this week's episode, we have a special guest joining us today. Ruben, what up, Ruben?
What's up, guys? It's a pleasure to be here. This is awesome. Pretty excited.
Yeah, he's already excited.
Pretty
Look
cool.
at him.
Pretty cool.
He's the most hyped up guest I think we've ever had, honestly.
Honestly, bro.
This is awesome. It's my first podcast, so it's pretty cool.
Do you listen to a podcast?
Yeah, I've listened to a couple episodes. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh no, not ours, but like in general.
Oh no, it's a podcast. Nah, completely. No, I'm being honest. Yeah, not really, man. Not really.
No. Yeah, they're pretty cool. It's pretty much a cool ass conversation that everyone gets to look at and watch. So be careful what you say, man. Don't incriminate yourself.
No.
Yeah, 20 years from now, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah, pretty much. Nah. Welcome back to another episode. On this week's episode, we're gonna dive into, as you can see on the title, Everything L.A.
Everything L.A.
Everything L.A. Yeah.
So first things first, I'm the realist. No.
Wow.
Bro, you know how annoying it was coming back to Chicago after being in LA?
Yeah. Why? Because of the
weather.
Oh shit.
Like,
for real.
So when I flew back Halloween night, right? And it was like 30 degrees when I landed, and by the time I got home, it was like 20 degrees out.
Oh wow.
It was like 75 in LA.
Yo, that's a big ass difference.
Like, it was disgusting how much of a difference it was.
First of all, why'd you go to LA, dude? Like,
I just wanted to. Well, I wanted to take a trip somewhere.
yeah.
And I was debating where to go, and I landed in big ass cup.
Don't mind me. I just gotta stay hydrated.
And I landed with going to LA because I wanted to go to the Comedy Store in LA, you know,
yeah,
to watch some stand up. And I ended up one of the nights I ended up watching Joe Rogan.
Oh
and
shit!
The other night was another. It was just like the best of the Comedy Store.
Yeah. And
so that was like the main reason why I went there. And 2, it's warm.
True.
3, they have good food there.
In case you didn't know, Joe Rogan's like the godfather of the fucking podcast world.
I know he has a pretty sweet podcast. Never listened to it though.
It's pretty badass. Yeah. I saw a couple episodes ago. Mm-hmm. He had this guy, and I'll put the link in the description. I don't want to go into his podcast, but yeah, we should be on his podcast. No.
Imagine.
Right?
Yo, you know how many viewers we would get?
No invite. No.
Right?
No invite.
Right.
No invite. Damn. So then you went to LA. How was, like, when you first landed? How was it? Like, were you like, holy shit, what do I do now? Or
a little bit, but I guess even before I landed, it was I know I mentioned this before on a podcast when we were doing a movie review. I can't remember which one it was, but we were talking about a movie. And we're like, oh, you know, this is a good movie to watch, like, on a plane.
Yeah.
You know, like, you shouldn't go out of your way to watch it, but if you're on a plane and you're looking at what movies they have and it's there, like, oh, yeah, check it out. It's decent.
That's pretty sweet.
And so, you know, because it's a 4-hour flight.
Right.
And on the way there, I watched Booksmart.
Yo, that movie's funny as fuck.
Yeah?
And I hadn't seen it before, and I saw it, I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I can't move anyways, let me just watch it.
Well, yeah, you got 4 hours to kill, yeah.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
And we never got to talk about it. So I guess you seen it. Ruben, did you see it?
I've never seen it.
Oh, this is perfect. All right, so pretty much go watch it. No.
So go watch it, come back.
Go watch it right now.
Wait.
No, you can come back on set. No.
We'll be here. No, it's cool, man. Like, actually, funny story. When I saw that, we actually snuck into that movie. My girlfriend and I were watching some other movie, and we were leaving, and it was super empty, and Booksmart was right about to start. So I was like, hey, have you ever snuck into a movie? And she's like, I don't think so. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. I'm saying this very casually, but I was really scared.
You're all sweating? Like,
yeah, because the theater, you know how now they're like, oh, you have to, like, reserve your seat and everyone's numbered.
Yeah.
So when we walked in there, I was like, fuck, dude, that's going to be embarrassing. If, like, they're going to be like, yo, you guys got to bounce, you know? Like,
you're in my seat.
Yeah, but no, Booksmart is really funny, man. Did you enjoy it? Like,
I thought it was really good because the only thing I had heard about it is that it was like, what did they say? This generation Superbad. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I could see it. It's basically the same plot. Like, these two people are trying to get to this party, and a whole bunch of stuff happens in between.
Yeah, dude. Doesn't that girl remind you of what's his face? The chubby guy from Superbad?
Molly, I think the character's name was. I don't know the actress's name. But you're talking about not Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen?
Yo, what's his name?
$1 Million Pitch.
We literally had a whole episode on him.
We did.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. I was like,
Jonah
yo, brain fart.
Yeah, the super bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that little girl, one of the main actresses, she reminds me of Jonah Hill. Like that's
Why? Because they're both chubby?
well, yeah. The way her nose sticks out. That was a little mean, right?
That was pretty mean.
No, but like the way her nose sticks out and like her like role in the movie.
Yeah.
And how she like encourages bad behavior and shit.
Yeah, it's not even like bad behavior, but it's just like she encourages to happen what she wants to happen.
Right. Which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like when we were in high school, I don't remember doing any of that shit. Like
You don't remember getting cocaine blown on you?
right, yeah, on a private boat,
On a private boat?
on a private yacht, yeah.
Right? How rich? Nice.
Bro,
nice.
imagine that'd be crazy.
You don't remember when everyone had like job internships at Google and like all this, like everyone's going to Stanford? You
Yeah, and
don't remember
everything's
that?
lined up.
Yeah.
And like I love how no spoilers, but like I love how the smart girl was like, oh, like I'm going to all these colleges, and all the normal kids were like, yeah, we got accepted too.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal. And she's like, what the fuck?
She was so pissed off. She's like, "What the fuck have I been doing for 4 years?"
Right? Yo, that was a good movie.
I thought that was really cool though.
I have
'cause
to watch this.
It's
I have
true
to
though.
watch this.
He's like, it's not that hard to get into places. The hard part is paying for the places. you
Right,
know?
you got to maintain that.
That's true.
Fucking,
Yeah. But
yeah.
true.
So
I
that
thought-
was
that was my in-flight entertainment. I thought it was a good movie. I looked up a lot of stuff after it because that's what I do apparently with
Yeah.
movies. I didn't know that Olivia Wilde was the director.
I don't know who that
I don't
is.
even know who Olivia Wilde is.
Thank you, bro. He be dropping names like he'll be like, oh yeah, this such and such, and I'll be like, you got to give me a reference, bro.
All right, well look her up. Yeah, okay, you know the Drake music video.
Yes.
Nice for what?
Yeah,
The white girl in it.
a lot of them.
No, the literal one white girl in that whole video.
I'm trying to think.
A lot of them.
She's wearing a pair of Jordans.
That doesn't help at all.
Right?
Yo, is she the one that's like floating? No, that was Rodriguez chick.
Yeah,
All
from
right.
Fast and the
Well,
Furious.
if you guys know who she is,
Well, she directed that movie, and I think that's the first movie she directed, and that was pretty cool.
oh, nice. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
And then what else did I find out? This is just shit that I remember from looking it up after I saw the movie. One of the girls, the characters in the movie, Gigi, the one that happened to show up at every party and she was just like trash the whole time.
Oh yeah, after like falling off the boat.
She's after she fell off the boat.
Yeah.
She's Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Did you know that?
Nope.
I'm trying to redirect it.
Did you know
I didn't
that?
know that either.
Was Carrie Fisher in the Drake video? 'Cause
She was. No,
she,
she wasn't.
Yo,
You
I'm
know
really
who Carrie
bad.
Fisher is, right?
I'm really bad
Derek
with names,
Derek
man.
Fisher's wife.
Really bad with names.
Yo, me too. bro.
Okay, you know Star Wars?
Yeah.
I know of Star Wars.
All
The
right.
new one. Nah, the new
You know-
one coming out crazy.
You know Princess Leia?
Oh, yeah, with the buns?
That's
yeah,
Carrie
yeah.
Fisher.
Why didn't you just say
From the
Princess Leia?
latest one, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's always
Oh.
been Carrie Fisher.
Wait, like her real name?
Well, her real name is Carrie
Oh,
Fisher.
okay.
That was Princess Leia.
Princess Leia has always been played by Carrie Fisher
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
for all 9 movies.
Yeah, I know the person you're talking about.
Even-
but yeah, I didn't
even
even
though
know her
she
name.
died
I
2
didn't even know her
movies ago.
name. Didn't even know her name.
You know that meme where like all the math fucking.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Trying to calculate.
Yeah, I
it.
was
What?
like, damn.
Nah.
Okay, so she had buns or no?
Yeah.
does my anaconda want none or no?
Unless you got buns. Princess Leia.
That's wild,
hon.
dude.
No.
Wow.
So all in all, it was a really good movie. That one chick, I don't remember her name or her character's name, but not Molly, the other girl, the one who's bisexual or gay.
Yeah, her friend.
Yeah, her friend.
The co-star, pretty much.
Yeah, the co-lead actress.
Mhm.
She has a really good show. She plays a role on a really good show on Netflix as well called Unbelievable.
Oh, I've seen that.
I've heard
Just
about
never-
that.
yeah, yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, so she's a good actress.
It's a good show. Have you seen it?
I'm watching it right now. I'm like 3 seasons. What the hell? No, 3 episodes in.
Nice. Yeah.
Yo, I was just telling someone that I want to start a new show, so maybe that'll be it.
It's a good show. It's I I guess it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
It's about this rapist that's been raping girls for
Okay.
like 5 years.
What the? That's
Yeah.
pretty dark, bro. I'm
Man,
scared.
That's a pretty long time, dude.
I'm
Like,
pretty scared.
Yeah. And it's like it's based on true events.
So if you watch it, he's gonna come after you.
Yeah, if you say his name 3 times in the mirror.
What?
Yo, that's crazy.
That's pretty creepy, bud.
But,
I don't
yeah,
know
so
about
that was
you.
the flight there. It was crazy
Okay.
already.
Yeah.
And then I slept for like the other 2 hours.
You know what? I've been to California. Now you're telling me like 4 hours. I'm like, damn.
It's a
4
long
hours?
time.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
pretty long.
The only time I've been there, I flew Spirit. Yo, my knees were locked up. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
how bad is Spirit? Have you
Oh.
ever flown like Frontier? That's
yeah, that's all I fly. Yo, Spirit, I swear to God,
Dude,
like
Frontier.
it's a good idea when you.
Spirit business class?
Oh, I wish no. That,
Do
that
they even have one?
emergency aisle?
The exit row?
Yeah.
That's bad.
No, yeah, but when I do fly, I'm not gonna lie, like I usually fly Spirit or
Yeah.
like the cheapest flight because it's like $65 to get somewhere. So
Dude,
Yeah.
Frontier was a game changer for me for sure.
Yeah.
$50, dude, for a flight.
yeah, it's crazy.
I'll take that.
But 4 hours though, man, that sucks.
No,
Were you
yeah.
sitting in the middle or?
On the way there, I sat in the middle, and it wasn't even Spirit. It was a United flight.
Oh, okay.
Which honestly,
Oh.
I feel like if I had to choose between flying Spirit and flying United, I think I'd rather fly Spirit.
Really?
Why is
Like,
that?
Why?
It just feels less comfortable on the United flight. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, I feel more
flown
crammed
United
in.
Too. Yeah.
Which
And,
one
like-
was the flight that they like dragged that dude off the plane?
It was United.
It was
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
That was pretty
So
bad.
I don't know. On the way back, I flew American Airlines. That one was pretty dope.
nice.
Like, it was nice. I paid the extra $12 to get the aisle seat instead of the middle seat again. Worth it.
Really?
So worth it.
Damn.
You know what I think it's? I mean, like I love flying like Frontier and like Spirit just because it's obviously cheap. But what I
Yeah.
don't like is that like you have to worry about like paying for luggage and all that stuff.
shit,
Like
yeah.
that gets pretty annoying. But
That was another thing with United too. With United, technically the ticket I bought, you didn't have like a carry-on. It was just a personal item.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like my backpack, technically, if you measure it out, it should have been a carry-on.
Yeah.
Right.
So I should have had to pay for it. So I just got lucky.
Yeah.
Were you like just sneaking past the lady or?
Well, no, like they physically check it.
Oh, they do.
They do.
Yo,
yeah.
in Spirit, they're so backed up with time. They'll be like, "Yo, just get on,
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about
That's
it."
awesome.
So like,
It's never happened to me, but that's pretty awesome.
And I carry like this big ass book bag too, so I was
Well,
like,
'cause,
"Yo,
like-
this is definitely not a carry-on."
because I did my check-in online. I was like, oh, I'll just do it online. It doesn't matter. And then when I get to the airport, I'll just go straight to TSA.
Right.
But then it was like, oh no, sorry, because of your flight, because it's like an economy flight or whatever. Like you have to go and get checked out by a person there.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was like, all right, well, I won't go up to the thing. I'll just do it at one of the kiosks.
Yeah.
And then the kiosk stops, and it just keeps on blinking. I was like, wait until representative comes. I was like,
The
motherfucker.
kiosk snitched on you.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy's carrying heat. That's crazy.
And so, like, I was just standing there, and I was like, all right, hopefully, because it's a backpack, she won't say anything.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. And then the dude next to me had like one of those like little like roller ones,
oh yeah, the
and
little-
it was physically smaller than my backpack.
Dude, those are nice though, man. I'd recommend some of those.
Yeah.
I'm going like to honeymoon pretty soon, and
Yeah.
it's like, dude, me and my girl bought one of those, and dude, they're pretty nice, man.
Are
I'm
they
gonna-
spacious? Like, can you fit a bunch of shit?
Yeah, man. They're like just like pretty. I don't know how to explain it. They're like I don't know, like a strict like rectangle. I guess you
Yeah.
could say you
Okay.
could just fit everything, but they're nice, dude, because you could just roll them. They roll all smooth, and
Yeah.
you're just chilling through the airport. It's pretty sweet.
I've never invested money in a luggage. Like, I've always just used either a
I'd
duffel bag or
recommend
a
those.
book bag. Yeah.
I'd recommend
like a
those.
fucking
man.
commoner.
Yeah, literally.
I'd
Yeah.
recommend
But-
those.
If you're flying United, though, I don't recommend them. Because the dude next to me who had one
Yeah.
that was smaller than my backpack,
Yeah.
like, oh no, you got to pay for that. It's like, why? It fits in the dimensions.
Too heavy?
And it was just like, no, well, it's got wheels on it, so you can't. And like that
Sweet.
that was
Got 'em.
literally the
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah.
And I was just there with my big ass backpack. I was like, I swear to God, if this fucker tries to pull me down with him,
You're all hiding your wheels.
yeah, I'm running.
Wow.
Oh damn!
That's crazy, man. Yeah, it sucks when you're flying and like you have no you have no idea that they're gonna stop you, right? So then you're like, fuck, what do I do now? I have to pay an extra $50. Like,
Right.
That shit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it didn't help too that I was kind of panicking because my flight left at 8. It was like 8:36 or 8:40 something
Such a random time.
In the morning?
in the morning.
Okay.
And I got to the airport. When that whole thing with the kiosk was happening, it was 8:16.
Damn, that sucks.
And so like I got to my gate as like the last section was lining up to get on the plane to board. So boarding was gonna end in like 2 minutes. And I was like panicking the whole time, and that was the first time in my life I was like, this is why people say get to the airport early. Because like every other time, like I'll get there and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do for an hour? Like,
right. I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same way, man.
Yo, when we flew to Boston, didn't we get there super early?
Yeah, we got there like 2 hours early.
And I was like, yo, this is perfect. And Renee's like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? We're just sitting here.
Yeah,
I was like, no, now
2 hours.
Drink our beer, like our morning beer. Like, it's great. Yeah. Bro, for real, we had a tradition.
Get that morning beer.
Yeah, no, I swear, every time we fly, like we have a morning beer in O'Hare or wherever we're flying out of.
Yeah.
Right? Or if we have a layover, like no matter what time it is, we'll get like an airport beer. And it's stupid because like a Bud Light's like $8, but it's like you have to get like traditional.
Right.
Apparently.
That airport beer.
Yeah, airport beer.
So yeah, up until that trip, I was a big fan of like, no, let's just get there. Like as soon as we get there, we board and like, that's it. No waiting around. Like why are you gonna fuck around?
Right.
But then like the amount of panic that you feel, we're like, fuck,
sucks,
like,
dude. Yeah.
What if?
I'm not a big
it?
fan of the whole like 2 hours like that, because I used to believe that because my dad, every time we would go to Mexico or whatever, we got to be there 2 hours before.
Yeah.
2 hours before.
I think it's a Hispanic thing, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like I mean, like, obviously my dad,
I think,
doesn't really speak English, but he's just like 2 horas antes, 2 horas
yeah,
antes.
Vámonos.
I was like, dude, like what? I'm not gonna chill at the airport for 2 hours, bro.
because like you're doing all this
what?
rushing, and then all you're gonna be doing is sitting at the fucking terminal
for like 2 hours. Like
it's worth it.
I think it makes more sense because like that's an international flight,
right?
So it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
So if you miss that, you're like, fuck. Now I gotta. Yeah, you don't want to miss an international flight.
If you miss any flight,
That's
you're
true.
Like, fuck.
I missed a flight once. It sucked.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like, do they hook you up with like a new one for free?
No,
or something?
I blame off the
dumbass.
tracks.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I blamed off the tracks for that one, and then the guy,
So you blame the local bar.
I blamed the local bar, and the dude, like, luckily the dude was cool. He's like, all right, I could accommodate you for the next one that's flying out.
Right.
But the thing, it was like 6 hours. So I wasn't gonna chill at O'Hare for 6 hours.
Oh, why not? Just have your morning beer.
No, see,
like
because I was
6 of
already,
them.
right? I was already hungover at
Beer
that
per
point.
hour.
Right.
So then I got on the blue line, came back home, fell asleep, missed my
the next
stop.
one.
No, missed my stop, bro. And then I ended up by like UIC. And for those that take the blue line, like once you get off like at Oak Park or whatever, like you gotta go or wherever the hell the stop is. Anyway, I missed the stop, right? Yeah. So at that point I was like, I'm just gonna get off, get an Uber and go home, take a nap, go back to O'Hare, get on my flight, and then go to California. It was bad.
It sounds like a waste of money. Should have just stayed at the
That's
airport.
why I go 2 hours fucking before.
I think getting there like a half hour before.
That's
is like
exactly
the
what I
amount.
would say. 30 minutes, you're
Yeah.
solid. You're solid.
Yeah, but then there's like different factors. There's traffic.
Yeah, but you gotta really like be on your shit and plan it. So,
True.
like, I had it calculated down to the minute.
Okay, so then you get to LA, and what's the first thing you do?
Right.
So I land. It's hot.
Just sweating right away.
Immediately just start sweating.
How hot? Nah.
No, like it wasn't even like it was just nice.
Yeah.
It's like 70 degrees out.
Compared to Chicago, all
Yeah.
cold. You're
And
all freezing
so
your butt off. Nah.
let's see. I get there. I take the what was it called? The LAX. The LA Flyaway. It's called. So it's basically a shuttle bus that picks you up from the airport and it takes you to like one of 5 destinations.
Yeah.
Like they have one to like Long Beach, one to like Union Station in downtown Los Angeles. They have one in Santa Monica, and 2 somewhere. One in Hollywood and one to somewhere else.
Nice.
And so I get on that, and I had I looked it up online beforehand, so I knew that it was like a $10 ticket. So all right, cool. So I was like all ready. I had cash to pay and everything.
Yeah.
And the bus pulls up. And everyone just starts getting on. I was like, all right, I guess I'll just get on.
It's a party bus.
Nice.
And like maybe they, kind of like on the metro, how the dude comes around after you get on and he charges you for the ticket.
Yeah,
So, like-
dude. Oh my god, I didn't know that for like ever until I finally drove to like the metro like I don't know like 2 months ago, and I was just like expecting for like people to get my ticket right away, and I'm just chilling. I'm like, dude, free ride, awesome.
And then the dude comes around.
Dude just comes around like poking your stuff. I'm
Right.
like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah. So I thought it was something like that then, right? And so I sit down in the back of the bus because that's where the colored people sit.
Wow. Now I'm all looking at my skin color.
I
Tell
didn't
me
say
the cool
that.
kids don't sit in the back.
Yo, the smart kids sit in the front in case of an accident.
No. What if the bus gets hit from the front?
Ruben? Nah.
Fucked him up.
Let Ruben take the fall.
Yeah,
on this one.
take this one.
So I get on the bus, and I'm waiting for the dude that never comes. And so we get to Union Station in downtown LA, and like everyone gets out, and everyone just starts lining up like by just making a line. And I was like, what the hell? Because I was the last one out.
Yeah.
And so I was like looking at this line. I was like, well, what the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah.
I was like, is this where we stand to pay? Like, is this how it works? And so I'm standing in the line, and it turns out that is where you pay.
Oh.
But it didn't make any sense though, because when you get out, you're just out. Like that's it.
Like you could just leave.
There was nothing stopping you from walking away. And I was just staring at it because like everyone else was in line. I was like, damn, do I really want to be the only fucking asshole that leaves?
So it's all up to your integrity.
Yeah, it's like it's all up to your integrity. And I was like, this would never work in Chicago.
Yeah, hell no.
That was my first thought.
Hell no.
It's like,
Sir,
this
get
would
in line.
never
No,
work.
fuck that.
It's like, I'm already here. What are you gonna do? Take me back?
People here are like, oh, free? See you.
Yeah.
Start walking away.
And so I stayed there in line, and I ended up paying. But I was like, what the hell? Like, this would never work here.
Decent price, or is it pretty pricey?
It was $10, so
Oh, damn.
it's decent.
Yeah.
And so that happens, and then I was gonna get on the train to head over to where I was staying at. And so I'm trying to figure out the train, and they have like 2-3 different train systems, and they have 2 different cards. It's not like here where you just have your Venture card.
Oh shit. Okay.
So they have like your Venture card equivalent that's called a tap card, and then they have some other bullshit that doesn't make any sense.
So you just tap that one, or like you
Well,
could
it's the
slide?
same- it's
Can
the
you
same.
slide the tap card? Can you put it on your tab?
You can only tap it.
Wow.
And
It's not working.
No, it's literally called a tap card because you tap it every single time.
You tap
yeah, that's
that ass every
basically
time,
it. Yeah, like on the back it says, "Don't forget to tap your tap card."
Wow.
Like, all right.
Nah. Yeah.
And so, I'm there trying to find the right machine because they have different, little machines to get your cards from, and I was standing at the wrong one.
Yo, this sounds complicated, bro.
Right.
Like,
And so, like, I was trying to
maneuver.
find the one that was like a 1-day pass, like, because it's $7 1-day pass.
Yeah.
And I was looking for that one, but I was at the wrong machine, so it didn't have a 1-day pass. So I was like, where the fuck is the 1-day pass?
Oh, I see.
Dude, man.
So I like started looking it up online and shit. I'm like, oh, there's 2 different cards.
My anxiety levels are up the roof right now.
Right.
Man.
So I'm
I'm
freaking
not,
out.
even, I'm not even there. I'm
I
not
know. I
even
don't. I don't want you to get lost.
I'm freaking out. So eventually, I find the right place, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to click around on the machines because I've never used these before, so I look like an idiot.
No, you gotta tap the machine. Duh.
And so I'm doing that, and then this random ass black dude comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, you just want to buy my card?"
Because you look like you were struggling.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at him. I was like, "This dude's trying to rip me off," Because
Yep. Sounds like it.
this is that's what happens if someone asks you if you want to buy something from them at the subway station in Chicago.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I was like, "Why?" And it's like, "Well, this card has a 7-day pass on it. Like, I give it to you for $5. You can save some money." And I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Skeptical.
Yeah, because I had just seen that the week pass was like $24.
Maybe he was just trying to like get rid of it. Like he
Yeah, and then
killed the guy, so he
And I'm just
stole his
like,
card.
I'm like, yeah. So I was like, so why are you trying to get rid of it?
Yeah.
I was like, well, because I need the cash. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
Right.
But I was like, well, I don't like. I asked him, I was like, how can I, like validate this? Like, I can't just take your word for it. It's like, no, I'll show you. Watch. And so we walked over to the turnbuckle thing, and he tapped it, and he's like, see, and it said right there, like 7-day pass, and it had the expiration date.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, all right, here you go. And I gave him the money. And then, of course, I had to wait for like 10 minutes because you know how when you have a pass,
Oh yeah,
you can't use it
twice.
Like, you can't use it
Yeah.
twice back to back.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So this random ass dude sold me a pass for $15 cheaper for no reason.
Yo, that's already.
There's
good
people
luck.
out there, man, that are like that. I've met some pretty cool people overseas, dude, and it was like, it's just like I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. But
Yeah.
like I've also gotten screwed over a lot. I'm not gonna say I haven't gotten screwed over because it happens to everybody. But I don't know, man. I'm just the kind of person that I like to give that person the benefit of the doubt. And if I get screwed over, then you know what, man?
Fuck it.
It wasn't my day.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like when you're traveling though, it's a little bit different.
It is
because
kinda
like you're out of your
strange. Your comfort zone.
comfort zone, and like you don't know the area.
True.
So if
true.
someone tells like, "Yo, I'll give you this pass, but you got to follow me down this dark alley,"
Nah,
like,
that's
yo,
weird. Yeah.
No, he was just like, yo, just give me $5 and I'll give you the pass, like right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then it's like an adventure in itself, just trying to get to your damn location. Right?
Yeah, because I was so confused because it didn't make any sense to me. It's like, why the fuck is he giving me the pass for $5? Like,
this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was like, why wouldn't she sell it for like $20 or something?
So, and then you flip it for $20?
Yeah, and I was like, bro, what if I flip
it? Yeah,
and then I could buy myself my own pass and be up $15.
There you go, man. Fucking Californians need to step it up,
right? So apparently people are just nice in California. That's what I took away.
We had a episode on our second season where we're just shitting on California nonstop, bro. Like, it was pretty much we're just talking shit about Californians for no reason.
Damn.
So it's funny that now that you go over there, like,
everyone's all nice.
California's really nice. Like, you're.
I'm changed. I'm a changed man.
Look at the shirt, Venice Beach.
Right?
No. Man. All right, so then let's get down to the nitty gritty though. So you get there, you get to your hotel. I'm assuming.
Right. Well, I went to the dispensary before I got to the hotel.
Nice. Okay, cool.
That's so then, the nitty gritty right there.
Oh, there you go. So you should have got that guy like a pre-roll or something.
Oh, he was gone.
No. Yeah. Where did you stay and how close was the dispensary to your place?
The dispensary that I went to was pretty far from where I was staying at, but it was on the way. It was on the train line. Okay. So
nice.
I rode the train, got off at a stop, walked to the dispensary, walked back, got on the train again, and
that's dope. That's cool.
And went the rest of the way.
I've only been to the ones in Colorado.
The dispensaries in Colorado.
Yeah, they're really nice.
No, so I went to this one. It was like they just had a good variety, so I went there. Spent $95.
Oh yeah.
I like to tell a story of my boy. The first time we ever went, he's like, "Wait. So if I go outside with this, I'm not gonna get arrested." And then the guy from the shop was like, "Yo, you got your receipt, right?" He goes, "Yeah." He's like, "There you go, dude. Just show the copy of your receipt. You'll be good." You're like, "Wait, so you're telling me I'm not gonna get, And then he's like, "Nah, man. Welcome to Colorado."
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
Awesome, I think dude. That part is just like a mind fuck because it's so weird. Like you go to the store, it was like, "Let me get this, that," and then they just put it in a bag and they ring you up.
I remember my first time. Yeah, I was in Colorado as well, dude. I felt like a little kid at a candy shop.
Right?
Yeah. It was awesome.
What I like is that they actually describe or like they like show you what everything does. Like
and then
comparison between a sativa and an indica and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the most employees, I mean, I don't know, speaking for myself, but like most employees that I've gone to, like at dispensaries, they're very respectful. They're very, very patient with you, and they like describe everything in full detail. That's awesome. So you could they fully explain what you're about to like intake or whatever.
Right.
So it's pretty cool, man. I like it.
It's not like the Chicago drug dealers are like, "Yo, man, you want this or not?" Right? Hurry up. You know what? Let me get that.
Smoke this.
Let me get that Metro Pass. Just steal your Metro.
Your shit.
Yeah, dude. That's funny as hell.
No, so that was cool. It was like, like you said, like it was just they were like, "Oh, well, this is that and this is that," but like I already knew what I wanted, so I was like, "Yeah, so I want this, I want that."
Oh wow. Oh yeah, because like you've been there a couple months ago, right? Like you were there.
Oh, so you went to the same dispensary?
I went to a different dispensary.
Okay.
But I had been looking up dispensaries like the week leading up, trying to figure out
where you're gonna go,
what I wanted and where I was gonna go.
No. Yo, you think that's how it's gonna be like in January?
I think so, man. Everywhere. I mean, I've gone to a dispensary in Colorado. I've gone to a dispensary in Las Vegas. And it's kind of like it's the same thing, dude. But I mean, Las Vegas, I'm gonna say, is pretty freaking pricey.
Really?
Yeah,
it makes sense because it's Las Vegas.
When I went there, dude, I bought like an eighth or whatever, and it was $80, dude.
$80? Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
You can do it $80?
Right.
You buy an eighth.
I can fill up my gas tank like 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, you know how many Ubers that is? Uber Eats, forget it.
How many freaking McChickens that is?
Yo, but you also went to Amsterdam, right?
Yeah,
so
that was
how
awesome.
are those dispensaries?
Dude, that was awesome. It was the same thing, dude. Like I said, man, it's like not different, maybe like over there they speak another language or whatever. Yeah. But for the most part, since it is like a super popular like tourist place, like they all speak English or whatever. Yeah, and like. Cool. But it's like kind of the same thing as here, Colorado or Las Vegas or whatever, or any dispensary around here. They're, like I said, everybody's like very patient with you. Mm-hmm. A lot of like tourists there, so like people that strictly go there to like smoke pot. Yeah. And everybody's just like on the same boat as everybody. Like, oh, so what is this? What kind of weed is this? Sativa?
Yeah, they got like a million questions.
They're trying to know.
And no, the employees are really cool, dude. They're like, oh yeah, for sure. So this is that. They lead you to the right direction. Like, oh, I just want something to chill. I just want something to get super high.
They also have those coffee shops, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a total different experience right there.
Funny funny story about that, and I'm not embarrassed to say it
Damn.
because so I was at a coffee shop. It was my first time, right? I mean, obviously my first time in Amsterdam, and I was just chilling by myself because at the time I had gone with Eric de Guevara.
Yeah,
You know
shout
him.
out to Eric.
Yeah, right? Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah, you guys
Eric in
took a whole
Colombia.
ass-
Yeah,
whole ass trip.
whole ass
everywhere.
trip,
That's
right?
awesome.
And so we went to Amsterdam, and we were at this coffee shop, but we got lost because obviously we were pretty high. And so Eric was doing his own thing. I was doing my own thing for a bit. And then I was just like, oh, whatever. All right. So I find this coffee shop, and I'm just chilling there by myself. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll buy some pot just so I don't look all weird. And
Just sitting there?
Yeah, right. And I'm just chilling there on a table by myself. And they have like these things that are called humidifiers.
Okay.
And, they're just chilling at every single table. But at the time, I didn't know that. So I'm just like, what are these things? They look like little volcano things. And I'm just like chilling there, dude. And I'm just like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
And so I bought some pot, like, just like a little...
So like a waitress comes up to you and like you buy it.
No. So the thing is, you go to these coffee shops. You go in, you obviously have to buy something, like it's common courtesy. You can't just show up there and be like chilling like a weirdo or whatever.
Yeah, you can't just show up and sit at
Yeah, that's kind
Can
of
you
weird.
get coffee there too, or
Yeah,
is it just like
it's funny though because they're called coffee shops.
That's what I'm assuming,
But some of them are legit coffee shops. They sell you coffee, and then some of them are coffee shops, and they just sell like beer and pot. Yeah. And so like the one that I went to, it was just strictly just like beer and pot. And I was chilling there, and then I buy a little dub just to not be a weirdo, and I'm just I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna buy some paper too. They sell you everything.
So you have
there.
to do it yourself. You have to roll it yourself?
Yeah. I mean, they also sell like pre-rolls or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But they don't roll anything for you. Like if you buy like joint paper, you have to roll it on yourself. And so I was just chilling there with my joint paper, and I was just trying to roll it. But then I see this thing right here, this volcano thing, and I'm like, dang. What is this?
Yeah.
So I put a little bit of my pot on the humidifier, and then this lady comes up to me. She's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? you know these things are like €200." And I'm like, "Oh crap!" I just started freaking.
What's a euro?
Yeah,
right.
I'm just
Let
like,
me get 2 of those euros.
Right? I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If you don't know how to use it, don't use it. It's you can break it. It's it costs a lot of money." I'm like, oh snap. So I'm just like, so she took off my pot off of it, put it on the table, and she's like, yeah, don't touch it. And I'm just like, oh snap. So I'm just like, all right, guess I'm just gonna roll my little paper J and get on out of here. I'm just like, dude, I freaked out, man. I was scared. I was already kind of high, so I'm just like, dude, I just want to smoke this and get out of here, bro. Yeah. So I smoked a little bit and just dipped. I was like, peace. I'm not.
So did she even explain what that volcano
did she
thing
even
was?
try to explain it?
So that's the thing. Like, no, like. Because, I mean, I understand her. Like, she was obviously irritated, or I don't know, she probably had like a bad day or something, whatever. Like, I always try to understand people. So I didn't say anything. And obviously, I was all dumb, and I was like, yo, I didn't know what the fuck I'm doing.
We were probably like the 10th dumbass to do that today.
Right. So I'm just like, fuck. And then, I meet up Eric, and then Eric saw like, yeah, dude, that's a fucking humidifier. I'm like, oh, shit. And so these humidifiers, and I come to realize that freaking... You turn it on. You're supposed to turn it on. They preheat, and then you put this like freaking plastic bag over the little hole. And but first of all, you're supposed to grind your pot. Okay. Grind it, and then you insert it into this humidifier thing or whatever. It's got like a little hole on top of it. It looks like a volcano. You put your weed in there, and then once it's done preheating, then you heat it up again while you put the plastic bag over it, and it just like sucks up all the THC from your pot, and it's just like strictly THC, like air or gas, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then you take the plastic bag off once it's full, and then you just like suck it, inhale it, or whatever.
That does not
sound
safe.
And then you get an ultimate high though. I've tried it, and it's crazy, dude. But apparently, like I read up on it, and it's like one of the like safest ways and like most like no, it is like one of the safest ways to inhale pot. And like the cleanest.
Well, it makes sense because it's just pure.
It's
smoke.
just pure.
And you're not burning anything.
Yeah, it's pure THC, dude. It's crazy, dude. And I was like, dude. But at the time, I was like completely clueless. I was like, dude, I'm about to freaking like
volcano.
I'm about to freaking. They're legit called volcanoes.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
See, they're setting you up for failure.
And I'm just like, dude. But at the time, I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know what the hell this thing is, man. And I'm about to break it overseas. I'm about to be in debt overseas. Like, I was like, dude, I'm out. Like, I'm out. As soon as she told me that, I'm like, I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna get out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's kind of cool. But it's like Amsterdam is cool though. It's like you're chilling, everybody's high or whatever. but you're not allowed to smoke pot in the streets.
Yeah,
You're not.
That's why they have
so,
You're not like
the
everybody.
coffee shops,
Every
right?
coffee shop telling you like smoke our pot in here. Do whatever you want in here. Hit the bong, roll a blunt, whatever you want to do in here. But then once you're outside, obviously there's people out there who live out there and they're like, I don't care. Like here in Chicago, like I'll smoke a blunt outside the street.
Right.
But it's strictly illegal. You can't do that.
I'll be a little upset if I walk into this coffee shop craving coffee and they're like, "Yo, we don't have it."
Yeah,
I'll be like, "What are you doing?"
We got coffee flavored beer.
Yeah, like what coffee? Like a mocha beer or a Bush latte? No thank you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, we got lattes.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Let me get 3 of them.
Let me get a rack. Let me get
Bush
a rack.
lights,
3 Bush lights. Here you go, sir.
bro.
Yeah,
Bring out the fucking.
They're all judging
volcano.
you too. Like this fucking asshole walked in, ordered 3 Bush lights.
They didn't even buy anything else. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So then, all right, I feel like I have to travel now. I gotta
You gotta get out there.
Yeah, I gotta get out there. Seattle is legalized state or whatever city.
Yeah.
But we didn't go to any of the dispensaries.
So did you even go to Seattle? No.
Right? No.
Right.
No, I did though, but it was like, you remember Roger? No.
Yeah.
So then, L.A. Before we get onto our next topic, how was the Comedy Store? For those of you that have never heard of the Comedy Store, it's a iconic landmark in the comedy world, really.
industry.
Stand-up comedy. Yeah.
Stand-up comedy, and this has been on my bucket list, and I really want to go
Comedy
back.
store.
Or I wanna go
Yeah,
there.
comedy. Store.
I've never heard about it till this day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta
so
go.
it's like a little convenience store, and they sell you jokes, and they write.
Wow,
I'm kidding, I'm
crazy.
kidding.
I mean, I'd probably become a good jokester if I got
Right?
it all the time. Shit,
That's why people go to the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
No, so it's like a place, kind of like the Laugh Factory or like Zanies.
Never been to Laugh Factory, but yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
something like that, but it's
Yeah.
like so iconic in
So
LA.
it's like the LeBron of comedy clubs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're watching the LA versus Bulls game right now, and they are down really bad.
Yeah.
Chicago's beating them 80,
Oh wow.
80 to
Yeah,
67.
that's
Shit,
pretty cool.
yeah. I didn't even know it's the score.
Unexpected.
Yeah, so let me talk about that too. I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking, but can
No,
you
you're
tilt
good,
your
man.
mic upward?
Oh yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Yeah,
Cool.
like that.
Don't be afraid.
Cool.
Just give it some love.
Right.
Well, it's all-
It just breaks.
yeah, so the Comedy Store, the first night, and like the whole reason why I went to LA was I wanted to see Joe Rogan do stand up live.
Right.
And like, he goes on tour and shit. Like he was in Chicago like a month ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
But tickets to watch him here are like $150.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like if you go watch him at the Comedy Store, it's $20.
Oh
And
what?
like, and you see him and you see a whole bunch of other people at the same time, in one night. So you pay $20 for like it was like 2.5 hour show.
Wow.
So badass.
And
And-
LA's pretty expensive. That's pretty
Yeah.
cheap.
But like the
What?
Comedy Store, like tickets are always like $20, $15. I think maybe $25.
Yeah.
But and like a whole bunch of people, like like the top level comedians go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, fuck, like instead of paying $150 to see Joe Rogan in Chicago, I'll buy a plane ticket, go to LA, and then watch him at the Comedy Store for $20.
Right.
It's like watching
right.
LeBron play basketball at the park. Like you can just get it for cheap.
That's pretty cool, man. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
pretty
cool.
badass.
And
Yeah.
so he, he had a whole thing. It was called like Joe Rogan and Friends. So he had a whole bunch of other people like opening up for him, basically.
Okay.
And it was really cool to see all these people that like he's worked with in the past and stuff. And Tony Hinchcliffe did a set, and I think I mentioned him last time that I went to the Comedy Store.
I think so. I think he was there with Nick Kroll and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tony Hinchcliffe is he's a stand-up comedian, but his style of comedy is like roast comedy or like dark humor type thing.
Right.
And so the first time I saw him, he got up on stage and he did like 15 minutes straight where he was just roasting Amy Schumer. like stupid ass shit, like calling her like a fat pig and like all this shit.
She wasn't there, right? Like she
No.
wasn't on the
Oh,
lineup?
me?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like all this shit, like all this fucked up shit.
Imagine
like,
she goes on next. Like,
Right.
talking all this shit about her.
Wait, so does does Dave Chappelle also go there?
Yeah, he's been there and shit.
Oh,
like, a whole bunch of
That's
people.
awesome, dude.
And
That's pretty badass.
and so he went on and he was talking shit about like random ass people. Like they turned on the lights, he was talking shit about people in the crowd. So naturally, I got nervous.
nice.
And,
Yo, you're gonna point me out, nah.
And it was really cool because there was this moment where like, because I'd wanted to see Joe Rogan for so long. Like when he came up, I was like, oh shit, like he's really here.
How close were you to the stage?
I was right next to the stage.
Yo,
that's why I got nervous
crazy.
when they started talking shit about people in the crowd.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
And like he came out and like, oh shit, like he's right there. Like if I really wanted to, I could run up and
hug
like
him.
Yeah, and hug him, and it would be like 2 minutes before anybody got to me.
Wow.
You know? And it was really cool. And then I was also really high too, so that might have played into it.
That'll do it.
But I had seen like there was like 6 other acts before him. But when he came out, I was like, oh shit! Like
Yo, it was like like iconic. Like
like this is the dude. Like this is why I came to L.A.
That's crazy.
Damn.
And so it was a really good show. But then the next night I saw another show, and David Spade was the headliner.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
I don't really find him funny. Like he's like a house name, but
Yeah.
I don't really like.
His
I saw him in Benchwarmers. I love that. That's about it. Yeah.
His stand up was pretty good. I liked it. It was a lot of crowd work.
Okay.
And like most of that second show that I went to was a lot of crowd work, so I was naturally even more nervous because I was like the first night I was like second row, like off to the corner.
Okay.
And then the second night I was like first row, almost in front of the stage.
Oh damn.
Like almost right in front of the mic.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like they were like 2-3 people were like talking shit about the group next to me.
Damn.
On both sides. I was like, oh god. No.
Yo, that happened to us in Seattle. Like the comedians were both. There was 2 of them.
Yeah.
Were pointing my brother and I out because one of the comedians was from Chicago.
Yeah.
So then he saw I had a Cubs hat. He's
Right.
like, and I said this in the Seattle episode. He's like, "Yo, you're from Chicago?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you live on the north side?" And I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Where you from?" My brother goes, like, we're already drunk. He goes, "Oh, we're from Berwyn." And then the guy goes, "Nah, man, you're not really from Chicago, but I'm gonna let it slide though, because no one here knows like you're not from Chicago."
Yeah.
Yo, and he's like, no one here gets it, but like obviously because they don't know Berwyn's not
Right.
Right.
near Chicago.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's crazy. So then no one picked on you? Like you were good or
No.
So that's like I mean I've never gone to a comedy show, so I don't really know, but that's like a thing. Like they pick on you. Damn.
It's pretty funny though. Like
It's all it's funny, but like in my head, my takeaway from that was I didn't look dumb. Like because they'll go for the easiest target. You
thought you didn't look dumb, but you're probably there all fucking plastered. Like you're just like you're all laughing all weird.
And see, that's what I thought too. But I was like, no, if I was really fucked up and like super high or something, they would have made fun of me for being super high.
Oh,
True. Like that would have been an easy hit,
easy target.
Yeah. So I was like, damn. So I was just like, I was perfectly neutral enough that they didn't even like, all right, well, fuck this guy. We're gonna make fun of the people next to him.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But that and like the other big takeaway that I got from that whole trip was that when you don't eat, edibles don't do anything until you eat.
Really?
Which it makes sense now that I think about it. But at the time, it didn't make any sense.
So like they don't kick in till your stomach is full?
They don't kick in until your metabolism starts moving. Because how are you going to metabolize it if you're not doing anything?
Yeah.
You know?
And if you have an empty stomach, they're just
That's true.
just sitting there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And like the first day that I got there, I got to my hotel room. I had already gone to the store, to the dispensary.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to finish out the cartridge in my pen that I had taken with me that I had since the last time I went to LA.
You flew with that?
I did.
Yo, that's crazy.
And so I had that, and then I was doing that, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. Like I had mapped out, like I'm gonna go to this place, I'm gonna go eat, I'm gonna watch the. I think at that point it was Game 6 of the World Series.
Yeah.
It was Game 6 of the World Series. Like I'm gonna eat, I'll hang out at this bar watching the World Series game, and then when that's over, it should be time to go to the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Like that was my night, And so I was doing that. I wasn't really feeling anything, so before I got in the shower, I had one of the edibles that I bought.
Wow.
And then, I showered, I came out, got dressed, got ready. And then I was like, let me just take another one.
Yeah, that was.
And so I took 2 at that point. And I didn't really feel anything. I was like, all right, it's kind of weird. And I didn't think anything of it, but I hadn't eaten that whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Since no, I didn't even eat in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because I got there so late. So it was like 5 in the afternoon. 5 in the afternoon L.A. time.
Yeah, I was like, wait, where are you getting with? Okay,
Yeah,
so
Pacific time.
So
So
that is Pacific. Yeah, you're right.
So that's 7 here.
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't eaten the whole day, and it's like 7 o'clock Central Time. And I was like, all right, let me go. I went to the bar. I ordered some food. Started eating.
And then boom, it hit you like
And,
a ton
like,
of bricks.
Like I finished eating, and then like 15 minutes later, it was like, oh shit.
I can just picture you there with your burger or whatever. You're like, whoa, like wait a minute.
And like it creeps up on you too. It like crept up on me.
Yeah.
Because like I was already feeling like kind of high from the pen.
Right.
You know, that's
so you had something going on. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I realized I was staring at the wall for like 20 minutes.
But your thoughts were going crazy.
Yeah. But like I was sitting in front of the TV, so it looked like I was staring at the TV.
Yo, is that when you? Okay, so remember you're like I was like, oh, I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
And I sent you a picture of my beer, and then you were like, you were drinking your gin and tonic.
Mm-hmm.
Was it already in your system
At that point?
or yeah?
I don't think so. I don't think I had eaten yet.
Okay, so you were still.
I was
pretty
still waiting
normal.
for the food. Yeah. But like once I finished eating, I was like, oh shit. Like, like
But it was cool though, cause
yeah,
like,
like it wasn't like I wasn't like freaking out or anything, but I was like, oh, there it is. Like,
and then the second one hit. No.
yeah, and then the second one hit when I was at the Comedy Store.
Oh, nice.
So like it was good.
It's perfectly balanced.
Yeah, and then I ended up doing the same thing the next night, because that night it didn't register in my head. I was like, oh, they didn't hit because I hadn't eaten.
Yeah.
And then I did that the second night as well, and I ate, and then they both hit at the same time because like, it was the same thing, like pen and 2 edibles.
Right.
And they hit at the same time. I was like, oh, this is worse. Because like the first night I had the 2 edibles like almost an hour apart from each other.
Right.
So they were still kind of staggered.
Okay.
But the second night I had them back to back. Like I ate both of them at the same time. You know.
Yeah. Right.
And so they both hit at once. I was like, oh. And it was like. You know, if it was a movie, it was like zooming out. I was like, oh shit.
And then there's just you, like in the middle.
Like a little dot.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
That's crazy.
So I left the bar that I was at, went to a different bar closer to the Comedy Store, and ordered more food.
Oh, because
like,
you're hungry now.
Yeah, like, all right, like maybe if I eat, it'll calm down a little bit.
Got the munchies.
Made it even worse.
Wow.
So I was just high as fuck sitting at the Comedy Store.
So like it intensified your high?
Yeah.
What?
Well, what kind of edible? Like, was it a candy? Was it like?
Yeah, it was like 2 like gummy edibles.
Okay.
And
You didn't try like any of the hot chips.
But
or,
here's
like,
the question though, like how many milligrams?
That's a good question.
The edibles themselves
Yeah.
were 12 a piece, so 24 milligrams. And then I was hitting the pen at the same time.
Wow.
So
Yo, Joey Diaz would not be proud of you.
no,
24? That's what he gives his daughter. Like,
no, like Ruben, this guy's a fucking animal.
Yeah,
Joey-
I don't
you
know.
know Joey Diaz?
No, I have no idea.
Oh my
I have
God.
no idea.
we're about to end this and watch Joey Diaz.
He'll do like what like 50 milligrams. Like that's like his base. Like
That's
he's
like his
getting
breakfast.
started.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
like his
Wow.
So like he'll be talking about it, and it's like yeah. And then I took an edible like 50 milligrams. Like fuck it, I took
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
So, like I'm sitting at 100 milligrams. Went to the Comedy Store because he's a stand-up comedian as well.
Right.
He's like I
Right.
took 100 milligrams. Went to the Comedy Store. Took some more in the back room. It's like I was on stage 200 milligrams deep. And
And he's like, right before I go on, I don't let anyone talk to me because I don't want to hear no shit from nobody. I'm focused. I'm sweating like a fucking. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yo, this guy is insane,
That's
bro.
unreal.
he'll do
dude.
some crazy ass shit.
That's
He's actually the reason why we started podcasting, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Wow.
He'll motivate you.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was like my one big takeaway while I was in LA. I was like, oh, if you don't eat, it doesn't do anything. And then when you eat, it kicks in.
Right.
Because it's just kind of sitting there waiting.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna try that.
Well, you're just gonna take a whole bunch
Yeah,
and not
well, I
eat?
mean, not right now, yeah, obviously, but damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
that's
crazy. Yeah.
And so on the way back, I didn't take anything on the way back. So this is a perfectly sober thought
Way back from
from
LA.
LA.
Okay.
Perfectly sober thought. Why don't airplanes have a section that have a sunroof?
Mm.
What do you mean? They can't. You know how heavy that metal is? It's like grade A.
You get
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think glass can withstand
that's
the
exactly
the
what I was
pressure.
gonna say. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like it can't like the magnitude of the force of like the wind and all
Damn,
that.
the
stuff.
air pressure.
Magnitude of the force. What is it? Star Wars? Jesus Christ.
Or like,
Nah, okay.
well, not even because like the
Force is with you. No.
You know, I don't know. It just seemed like an obvious idea when it clicked in my head. I was like, yeah, there should be like a sunroof. Like,
No,
you
but
know,
you
like in like in cars where you like
Yeah.
open it up and it goes all the way back, or like on the floor where it's just glass, like at the Sears Tower or something.
Oh, the sea. Oh, well,
You're right.
actually,
You're
yeah.
right.
like-
That makes sense because like you know they have windows.
Yo, they
Yeah.
got bullet. Oh, duh. What the hell? They got
Yeah,
windows.
they
So
have
why wouldn't they have
windows.
like
Yeah.
a window?
So I'm like,
yeah.
why don't you
Duh.
just do that and like you could see up or like you could see down, like whatever's more entertaining.
Right.
And like I would pay extra for that.
It's probably a safety
Yeah.
issue though, man.
I feel like it's probably a safety
yeah,
thing.
it's a safety issue.
But
for
like,
sure.
how cool would that be if you're like flying and you can just look down and see everything?
Yeah, because I don't know.
That
Have you
would be
guys
fire.
seen Snakes on a Plane?
No.
I haven't. The Samuel Jackson movie.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a ridiculous movie, but
Snakes on this
I mean, it makes kind of sense though. Like as soon as he, I forgot. I mean, was it Rock in that movie? I don't remember. He's in a lot of movies, but
Rock's in everything.
there's like a scene where they crack the window open, and as soon as they make a small crack on the window, like you know all the like the force of like the wind and whatnot.
Oh yeah, because
it just
the
like
cabin is
it
pressurized.
just like
It sucks in.
It acts like a vacuum, dude,
Yeah.
and it just like sucks everything out of the plane.
Right.
So I'm assuming like that could happen like in a plane, like if it were to crack, you know.
Oh, I imagine,
like,
yeah.
boom, like
Yeah.
everything just gets
Super-
sucked out.
super.
So I don't know,
I was
man.
thinking
It's
it's the
kind
same
of
shit,
I
yeah.
think it's kind of like a safety issue, man.
Maybe, but like
Yeah.
that was just what happened. It clicked on my head. I was like, damn, that'd be really cool. I would pay a
crazy.
lot for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a good ass trip, Rene, to
Right?
California, man.
Yeah, that sounds.
We
awesome.
have to do a Trader Without a Radio segment on like in a different state. Like if we travel somewhere,
Uh-huh.
we have to bring all our equipment. have
That'd be
guests on
awesome
the
if
show.
you guys do that. That would be
sick,
awesome.
dude.
I mean, we did it in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but
That's
that
a
was
different state,
that was-
bitch.
I'm talking about like we fly there, like you know, we're like
I mean, we can fly to Milwaukee if we want. They got an airport.
yo, one time we were going to Vegas and Spirit canceled our flight. So our next best thing was to drive to Milwaukee and fly out of there.
Wow.
Yo, that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
You guys ended up doing that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. We
awesome.
drove to Milwaukee and then took a Frontier to Vegas.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
But no, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll go to like L.A.,
Yeah.
hit up Santa Monica,
And
get
record on the
some,
beach.
like pre-rolls or something. Like record on the
You're all about these pre-rolls, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's because I hear them all the time in these raps, and like,
So
it's
you
like,
just want a
bro? I
pre-roll?
swear, like, okay, so we're gonna go see this rapper named Wax in a couple of days, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the
And
seventh.
like 3 of his songs in his new album, he talks about
Pre-rolls.
Pre-rolls. He's like,
he does.
He's like, "Do I look high right now?" And then the girl goes, "I saw you with that pre-roll." And then there's another song where he's like, "I was smoking a pre-roll on the beach and whatever." Like,
Yeah.
dude, it's like I don't know. I think when I think of LA and like smoking, I think of like
You think of a
pre-rolls.
pre-roll?
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes
No.
sense. Wow.
Who was I talking to? Where I was like, "Oh, you could just get a pre-roll," and they're like, "Why would I do that?" Like,
Oh yeah, that was me.
that was you, right?
Yeah. You were like, yeah, you can get a pre-roll, and I was like, why would I?
Why would I do that? I was like, "Well, get whatever you want." But
But you were so adamant, like, no, get a pre-roll though.
yeah,
But I guess I wrote down a couple things during my trip that
for
I
sure.
Facebook messaged to myself so I wouldn't
So you
forget.
won't forget. That's the highest shit I've ever.
Facebook message to myself. I don't think I've ever heard that.
You know, you got a notepad in your phone,
Right.
right?
No, Facebook message to like this is my thing. This is how I do it. Look, like this goes back years.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you're right.
I do this.
Conversation
you do
with
this?
yourself.
Like I message shit to myself that I need to look up.
Did you send yourself a YouTube link?
I did multiple YouTube links.
Bro.
But that's probably. I mean, do you use Facebook Messenger a lot?
I do. That's like
why.
my main.
Yeah, that's
messenger
probably why.
app.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
makes
makes
sense.
sense,
Yeah.
All right, so one of the things was why don't planes have sunroofs? So I already talked about that.
Mythbusters.
This one I completely forgot about, which is really funny. So I'm gonna say the other one first.
Okay.
In LA, like walking down like Hollywood and like on Hollywood Boulevard or like Sunset,
Yeah.
it's really crazy to me. And maybe it's just because I haven't like walked down like the north side of Chicago in a long time.
Okay.
But like the billboards, there's so many billboards about like Netflix and like internet companies.
Yeah, I've never noticed that.
So like when I was walking down Sunset, there was like 4 billboards in a row, and all of them were advertising different Netflix shows. Like one of
Damn.
them was advertising El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie. One of them was Living with Yourself, the show with Paul Rudd, which is a good show. I watched that
I
too.
gotta check that out.
You should check it out. The other two, I can't remember what shows it was, but they were Netflix shows as well.
You think that's just the new like wave? Like no one's checking for HBO or like
Yeah, like I didn't
Cinemax?
see a single HBO or like Cinemax or like Showtime. It was all HBO, Hulu,
Or is
and
it like
Amazon
super
Prime.
popular? Or is it super popular over there?
Yeah, like I'm wondering, like maybe is that like they just advertise the shit out of it in California,
Well, if you think about it, that's where all these shows are made.
right?
Yeah,
So like it
yeah.
made sense, but I was like, damn, like is that what it's like in Chicago too? And I just haven't noticed it.
No, there's no
No.
way. I don't think. I mean, on the Eisenhower and like all that stuff, I don't think I see a lot of like Netflix
I
stuff.
see a lot of AT&T like
Right.
area, the area code one.
Yeah, the
We got all the
Verizon
witches
one.
What's your 773?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I didn't see any of that. So I thought that was kind of weird. But
All right.
the big one that I wanted to talk about, one of the bars that I was at, there was these dudes. They were these group of 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
And 2 dudes were talking like next to me. They were just having a random ass conversation about nothing. And the 3rd dude comes in. He comes back in from the bar, and he's like, "All right, guys, I got us our drinks. Here you go." And he got everybody a beer. And then I was like, "All right, cool, thanks, man." It's like, "And I got us some shots." And the bartender came in, and with 3 shots,
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh hell yeah!" They're all excited, They hype themselves up. They take the shot. They drink the beer, whatever. And then the dude who bought the shots goes to the bar, or he goes to the bathroom or something.
Right.
And they're all talking. It's like, "Yeah, man, this is gonna be a great night. Like, we're gonna drink like there's no tomorrow."
Oh,
and like
jeez.
they're all hyping each other up.
Yeah.
And the dude goes to the bathroom or something. And then the other 2 friends that were still there were like, "Hey, man, I don't know, man. This guy's got to cut back on his drinking. Like,
Oh, wow.
he's got like a serious problem. Like, I don't know how to address it." And like,
Yeah, but they were just hyping him up.
and I was like, "Bro, I was so close to turning. I was like, bro, that's the most bullshit thing you guys could do. Like, you guys are all hyping him up. You're taking shots with him, and then you're gonna talk shit about his drinking.
That's
like,
like
moment
he
turns
bought the
around.
shots too.
Yeah.
It's pretty bogus.
And like, the 3rd dude, he was the one who looked like the most stressed up. He looked like he like works in an office or something. And
Yeah.
the other dudes looked like just random shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, damn, you're gonna talk shit about your boy like that?
And be your own people, dude. That's
Yeah.
fucked up. No.
But-
Not cool.
So you guys down for shots or not? No.
Well,
Wow.
But it was just the funniest thing because it was like a 180. There was like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know about this guy. He's been abusing his drinks a little bit lately.
That reminds me.
Yeah.
So since you were traveling alone, did you find yourself like people watching a lot, or like was it like very like who'd you talk to like while you were like chilling at the bars and stuff?
I guess it just whoever was like around me. I guess
Okay.
probably being stoned out of your mind helps a lot.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
catch that right now, but you went on this trip by yourself.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
yeah. So like and then like the World Series being on, like it's an easy way to talk to people and stuff like
Conversate and
that.
talk
Yeah.
to people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the Comedy Store, like you don't talk 'cause-
I've actually been to LA by myself once, and I stayed at a hostel.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the nights, I met up with who's my girlfriend now, but at the time she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So we met up, and I was inviting my roommate out because he was sleeping all day, and it was this
Yeah.
Asian kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go out with a friend. Like, you should come. Like, we're gonna go to a bar." And he goes, "No, I'm good." I was like, "Yo, you good, dude? Like, what's up?" And I don't know this kid, right? So
Mhm.
he came from like I don't know wherever.
Right.
And then
He's probably jet lagged
he's
as
like,
fuck.
no, he was like, "Oh no, my girlfriend was supposed to come with me on this trip, but she broke up with me right before it." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, so I came by myself, but I think I'm just gonna call it early." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, come out with us!" Like, he goes,
Right.
"Nah, dude, like it sucks." And I was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, I don't know your girlfriend, but you should come with us." And he goes, "Nah, I'm just gonna call it a night." And I was like, "Damn, it's like 6:00."
Right.
So yeah. So you didn't have any like roommates or anything?
No,
Would you
it
have
was-
stayed at a hostel though? Like,
I thought about it, but the reason I decided against it was for like the smoking and stuff.
oh, that's true.
I was like, I don't want to like impose my smoking on somebody else,
Right,
basically. So I was like,
right,
I'll just
right.
I'll pay for a hotel room. That way, no one can say shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's just me there.
True.
And like in a hostel, you're maybe with 3 other people, 6 other people, 8 other people, depending on
Yeah,
the
size.
type of the room.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be that one asshole who's over here smoking in the hostel.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Right.
That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Damn. So you chose a hotel over Airbnb?
Hotel, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hotel, and
Gotcha.
so
Was it nice?
it was alright. It was like the equivalent of like a Super 8.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
it was like a decent hotel.
Yeah, just somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, because that's really all I did. Like in the morning, Like I would go like downtown LA, walk around. Like I walked the whole Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Like looked at all the stars and shit.
Oh, nice.
Which is really annoying, by the way.
You gotta look down.
Well, no, because the stars don't even face the same direction the whole time.
Damn,
Really?
Someone
Yeah.
fucked that up.
What?
Yeah.
So like there'll be some that like if I'm staring at them, like I can read them, and others that are upside down. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Walk the other way again?
Yo, did you go to like the Chinese theater and like?
Yeah, I walked to the Chinese theater.
The
and,
Jimmy
like,
Kimmel.
saw like all the fucking signs and shit. I have the same foot and hand size as Johnny Depp. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of badass. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. When I went, my hostel was right on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know
So
what hostel
it
you're
was-
talking about too.
Yeah, yo, it's like a little door, right? And then like there's the stairs that lead up. Underneath it, it's like a liquor store or like a convenience store.
Yeah.
There's like a pizza place. But no, when I went, they were having the world premiere for the Star Wars movie,
Okay.
like the first one. And then I love telling the story because I was there and like I would see all these stars come out of the cars and like walk the red carpet.
Yeah.
And like everyone would get excited, and I don't watch Star Wars, so I didn't know who anybody was.
Right.
So I saw some pretty like big name people, and like I like shook hands with them, but I just didn't know who they were. So I was telling Rene, he
Yeah.
goes, "Bro, how the fuck did you not know?" And I was like,
Yeah. This dude
Didn't
shook
know?
hands.
Yeah.
He shook hands with Luke Skywalker, and he didn't fucking know.
Damn,
I was like,
crazy.
"Yo, why is everyone yelling?
Like, who the fuck is
who's
this
this old guy?"
Right. I probably would have been in the same boat too. Like, dude, who is this?
Right?
Yeah. You guys gotta
But
get
hey,
out
man,
there.
I want to take a quick break so we could come back and play a quick game before we head out
Yeah, sounds
for
good.
the night. So let's take a quick break. I'm gonna close these windows because it's freezing in here.
You noticed that I put on
And
my sweater?
yeah. So we'll be right back. Stick around. We're gonna play a quick game called
What's the backstory?
What's the Backstory? You already know how it goes. TretoWithOutARadio. Here we go. Welcome back to TretoWithOutARadio. You already know how it goes.
Damn, why'd you rush through it?
Nah. Yo, it's because, I don't want to mess this up again. I cut you off the first time. I don't want to.
Well, I wasn't even talking that time. You're good.
No, all right, cool. See, now I'm all nervous. Shit. Like, you know when you got your final and like you got to give a speech in class? Yo, I used to hate giving speeches in class.
Yeah, man.
And now you have a fucking podcast.
Well, now I got a podcast. You already know how it goes. Yo, so I want to play this game. You want to explain the rules to Ruben before we dive into this? Because I'm really excited for this.
Yeah. All right. So here's how it works. We're gonna come up with a name, right?
A name.
And so we'll have you'll come up with the first name.
First name.
Tredo will come up with the last name.
Right.
I'm gonna type it into Google, or not into Google. Sorry, into Facebook. And we're gonna find a person with that name. I'm gonna show you guys the picture, the profile picture, and then we gotta make up the person's whole life story. Like, who is this person?
Wait, I gotta make that up?
Career.
No,
Well, we both
yeah,
will.
Okay, okay.
We'll all make it up,
Yeah.
but you just gotta come up with a name. So right now, just give me a random ass name.
All right, Javier.
Javier
Yep.
Javier. I'm going to go with Williamson.
Williamson.
Yes. Javier Williamson.
Okay, not Williams. Williamson.
Son.
William's
Yeah.
son.
All right, Javier Williamson. Oh Jesus.
If
All
that
right.
doesn't work, we'll go with William.
Do you want? All right, so 5 results came out.
Oh, nice.
Who,
All right.
who do you want?
How about you pick a? You
All
pick
right, all right.
one from the
Let
5.
me see who looks.
Yo, this is gonna be crazy.
All right, not that guy. He looks cool. That
Wow,
one's
that guy
that one's not a
looks cool.
person. That guy looks like he's 7. Okay, so it's between person number 4 and person number 5.
5 is drive. Let's go with 5.
All right, we'll go with 5.
That fake ass laugh, bro.
All right.
Calling me out.
So this
Yeah,
is
doesn't count as a laugh, right?
so this is
You're
want
gonna
that in my
laugh
show.
right.
if you're gonna laugh like you mean it. See,
Damn,
perfect.
hey, relax on your laugh, bro. All loud, Jesus Christ.
You guys are
No.
weird.
All right, so this is Javier Sanchez Williamson.
Wait, what? What?
His middle name is Sanchez.
No, you can't. Okay, that's
That was his middle
that's like a
name.
curveball. All right, fine. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So here's his picture. Take a good look,
Yo, okay.
and then pass it along to Ruben so he can take a
This
take
is
a
too easy.
Take a look.
Wait, let me see. Wait, oh,
We gotta create a backstory for him.
wow, This is unreal. We gotta create a backstory
Yeah.
from this.
All right,
Are we
so let's-
showing this picture on the?
You want to?
I don't know. Is that kind of like bogus?
Wow.
All right, that's good enough. If they saw it, they saw it. All right, so let's start. Where does Javier work? What does he do for a living?
He is a manager of. Let's do like a.
I feel like he's got to be a manager like at Petco or something.
Yeah.
He's like a Petco manager, like day shift manager.
Day shift manager.
He just got promoted.
He doesn't handle the cash though. Like
they don't trust him. They don't trust him with the cash because he had a felony back when he was 15.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
He's in charge of the cat food.
Damn.
Javier specialized in cat products.
Cat products.
He's
He's
products.
like on it too, though.
Yeah.
Like if somebody walks in, and is like, "Hey, where do you have your catnip?" Aisle 7.
Right, and that's the reason he got the manager position because he knew his inventory so well.
All right, Javier. So he's manager at Petco. Daytime manager, specializes in cat food. How did he meet the girl that's in his picture?
That's his cousin.
Oh, so that's his.
But the picture bio is indirectly saying that he's talking to someone. But no one knows. No one knows that's his cousin.
So secretly, that's his cousin, though.
Yes.
All right.
So only his family knows what's up.
Damn. So like, if you're like his brother or like his aunt or something, you're like, why does he sound like he's fucking his cousin?
Yeah. Why is he being weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, but everyone else is like, all right, this man pulls.
Yeah. Also, he bought that blue shirt like the day of the picture.
Dang. So like, this picture was taken on his birthday, actually.
Oh, his cousin
showed up, surprise birthday party, and he was like, "Damn, it's my birthday. I'm gonna go buy myself a fresh blue polo.
Yep.
Fresh blue polo.
I'm gonna be stunting at the clubs.
At the clubs, he only made it to one.
No, he didn't even make it to the club because his cousin called him and was like, "Hey, you should come over." And he was like, "Oh shit, it's happening."
It's happening. Wow. Well, the reason he went to jail when he was 15 is for sexual harassment.
For his cousin?
For his cousin.
The same cousin.
And they finally made ends meet, or not ends
They've
meet.
made ends meet.
No, they
made amends.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. So they made amends, and this was her saying like, "Hey, I forgive you for that time when you were 15." But in his mind, he's like, "Oh, I'm about to smash tonight."
Wow.
We're getting down dirty.
Like, all right. Okay, so then what does he do for fun? Like, what does he do on his time off?
So he works at Petco. He's all about cats. He goes bird watching.
Yo.
Because that way he connects with the cats.
And he gets a discount on bird shit from Petco. Not bird shit, but like
literal
binoculars.
Supplies.
Like his binoculars are top notch. He got a discount on them.
Yeah.
Bird seeds.
No, so he's got
a book dedicated to different types of
different birds. Each page, like he draws them into.
Right.
Yo, he has camouflage polo that he wears.
So he only wears polos.
But
they're all different. So he has a camouflage polo. He has his blue polo, obviously.
Yeah.
He's got his red Petco
polo. He knows his way around a forest preserve too.
Oh shit! He's got a orange polo for when he's in the forest.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's gotta get identified.
He's got a side gig with the forest preserve.
Oh, he's a volunteer forest preserve ranger.
He
can prevent forest fires.
No, he goes and locks up the gates.
Scout.
He's an Eagle Scout.
Yo, he got a bunch of badges when he was little, and he still has them.
Damn, he brought them when his cousin said, "Come over."
Damn.
He's like,
I'm gonna bring my badges.
Yeah, she's like, she's gonna take one look at my badges
because she did a week of Eagle Scouts
and
with
it's
him.
all over, Javi.
Damn.
He's all talking to himself, hyping himself up in the mirror. He's like, all right,
fucking Javi.
Listen here, Mr. Sanchez. No, he refers to himself by his middle name,
Javier Sanchez Williamson. That's so crazy.
That's a weird ass name.
Yo,
though.
I hope. Nah, I mean, if you guys want to, we're not gonna show you the picture, but if you stumble upon his Facebook and like you get to see him, by all means, go for it.
Go for it.
Don't add him though, because that's kind of weird. But
so what do you mean? Go for it.
Like, go look him up.
Oh, like
so
okay.
Don't go.
I thought you meant like
be his friend.
Yeah, like go add him on Facebook and try to sleep with him.
No, oh God, no, Jesus Christ, we don't condone that type of.
Well, like, what if somebody?
Well, maybe he's cool.
Yeah. What if he's like an actual really chill dude?
Or what if he makes bird noises while you're having intercourse with him?
Some bird fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Like
weird.
It's all weird.
Yeah.
Pet me like a bird. No.
Wow. Pet me like a bird.
What? Or like a cardinal? Or like.
All right.
I want to fly away. Yeah.
Does he have an accent though? Do you think he has an accent?
Oh, he has a heavy Mexican accent, but he tries to act white.
So I was gonna try to do the accent, but I don't even know what that would sound like.
You got it?
No.
It's like a heavy Mexican accent, but you're trying to sound white.
I don't know.
I don't think that's an accent that exists.
Yeah, I was about to say like a British accent.
Me gustan los birds.
Me gustan los
I don't know,
birds. He's just speaking Spanish.
I know. Spanglish? Okay, maybe that's not the right one.
He's like,
Does he have a southern accent? We can give him a southern accent.
Does he just sound like your uncle trying to speak English? Is that what it is?
Nah, he
Because-
sounds. I don't know. Like he's old, but he still tries to use like hip words.
So he's like, Margaret. No.
Yeah.
Birds are lit. Yeah,
Yeah, like
you know. That's
Like,
perfect.
so I was over at the chop shop, and the kids told me to whip it. And he has to say it like that too. He has to say whip it.
Whip it.
They told me to whip it.
Quite frankly,
Quite frankly, I didn't want to whip it.
so I dabbed my way out of there.
How do you dab your way out?
I don't know.
You're just like, see you guys.
Walks out. Poor guy,
His
dude.
cousin's in the background, like, oh my god, he fucking hit the dab
Take
again.
that picture down.
Take me home. Nah.
Oh shit!
Damn, she's down.
Right. Wow.
Oh shit!
Yo, plot twist. They're from the South where they get down like that.
Oh fuck!
Yo, does it say where he's from?
Let's see.
Is that being too
personal?
Too much in his. All right, if it's on his public thing that I can see without adding him, North Carolina.
Oh,
Yo, birdwatcher.
perfect.
Yeah, North Carolina. There's
All
a
right.
lot of like nature there.
And he's been to South Carolina and New Jersey.
All right.
East
Jazzy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
East Coast.
All right, I think that is Javier Sanchez Williamson, right?
Yep.
Good guy, dude. Good guy.
He's a good dude.
I'd meet him. Nah.
I wouldn't. Would you get a beer with him?
Probably be an interesting conversation.
Probably just. I wouldn't catch an Uber with him or anything like that.
You're right. Bird watcher. I don't know if I
Nah.
trust him.
I don't know if I trust a birdwatcher. I'm looking at some of his other pictures, and the
Bird
whole
watcher
story
with a
is
southern
changing in my
accent,
head.
I don't know about
Let me
that.
No, because then like you guys are gonna see his pictures. It's
yeah.
gonna change everything about him.
All right. Well, that was a good game. That was
So,
what's that background? Is that what we're
What's
calling
the
it?
background? Yeah.
That was pretty good.
What's that?
So yeah, I guess
So we got a
was
bird watcher from North Carolina who works at a Petco and isn't in charge of the money, but is in charge of the cat food.
cat food.
Who has a crush on his cousin, has no friends, and recently.
Whoa, we never said he didn't have any friends.
I just assumed no one showed up to his birthday.
Well, no, because like, how are you gonna plan a surprise birthday party for someone?
He planned it.
No,
he
no, his-
reserved that table at the club.
His cousin planned it.
No, dude, his cousin
Oh, does
showed
that
up.
mean the cousin wants it though?
Oh,
Like, if you don't have any friends and the only person that showed up was your cousin who you tried to sexually assault,
or her mom made her go.
Her mom.
her mom made her go.
Grown
Yeah,
ass
like,
woman.
bro,
Her mom.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, what a
Mika-
coincidence.
My mom made me come. No.
Vas a ir al cumpleaños.
At cumpleaños de tu primo. All right, yeah, fuck it. The cousin wants it. That's weird,
fucked
dude.
up.
That's weird.
Incest.
That's weird. How did we get to that? Why couldn't he be like a cool like?
I know. Why couldn't he be
Motorcycle
like a cool
guy.
motorcycle dude? He like fucks bitches left and right.
Right.
He like gets money.
Has like a cool ass bird, like
He has an eagle.
eagle. Yeah,
He has an eagle, and his weekend bird's a falcon.
he owns a
And he's
Petco.
an Eagle Scout.
He's still an Eagle Scout. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
we'll give
pretty-
him that. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
He knows how to survive in the wilderness.
not bad.
Damn.
Not bad.
Cool.
All right. So I guess
Yeah.
any closing thoughts?
Next episode we will cover our wax concert and other things. So tune in for that. It's gonna be super dope.
Wax concert. Other things.
Other things.
Dope.
Ruben, thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you guys for having me. This has been awesome.
Yeah, dude. Episode 45 of season 4.
Great
45.
experience. I love it. I love
You gotta remind Ruben to sign this.
Yes, I gotta look for that marker.
Wow.
Yeah, no, thank you, man.
That's why you
And
put the marker.
like
Thank you
always,
guys. Thank you guys. Thank you.
like
guys.
always, you could tune into TretoWithOutARadio on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud,
Anywhere that you listen
anywhere
to podcasts,
really.
honestly.
Yeah, we're in this. This is dope.
We're
right
in this
there.
bitch.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know how it goes. TretoWithOutARadio. Rene from the other day.
Ruben.
Ruben the Gluben. What that means.
Ruben without the gluten.
Ruben's gluten free.
Gluten free Ruben.
Yeah, guys, we'll
Ruben
see
the
you guys.
sandwich. Nah,
Damn.
man, that's not my name. But, you know? It's that Ruben spelled with a U. You know.
What? Oh, there is a Ruben sandwich.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Y'all laughing at me?
You thought he was just
I was
making
like,
it
yo,
up?
this guy's a
It's
fucking
just not-
torta. That's fucked up.
Oh, that's racist. Why is he a torta?
We'll see you guys next week.